never would have expected another Mega Man sequel on the Game Boy, huh? Not like Capcom was just churning these things out in the 90s, right? Alright, who am I fooling? Whenever there's one Mega Man, there's always at least one more. Doesn't matter if it's Legends or ZX or even those completely abysmal PC versions they got some dude to write for $40 in a Street Fighter t-shirt. And wherever there's one more, there's usually one more, because by that point they've pinned down a formula and can just stamp them out. So we're going to expect 4 bosses from Mega Man 3 with a 3, specifically the 4 that weren't in Mega Man 2 with an II, plus 4 from Mega Man 4 with a 4, and a new Mega Man killer who gets to appear in absolutely nothing else. And that's, well, exactly what we have here. I guess the trend is that the odd Game Boy Mega Man games are the ridiculously tough ones, while the even ones dial it back in response. Perhaps to compensate for the relative simplicity of Mega Man II, this Mega Man III brings the pain once again with significantly more difficult platforming and stronger enemies. Sure, you've got the chargeable Mega Buster from Mega Man 4 right off the jump, but you'll need a bit more than that to survive. You need, well, quite likely, judicious use of the 3DS Restore Point feature. That should help. Aside from that, there's really not all that much to differentiate this from the previous incarnation. We don't have the P-Chip shop yet, that'll come in the next installment. We didn't add sliding or rush, those were in the last one. This version adds, this thing. I suppose I should go into a bit of the story, as the game itself does almost nothing to explain itself. Apparently, Wily's taken control of a number of offshore oil platforms and rebuilt his most dangerous robots to guard them. Which is strange, because apparently one of the offshore oil platforms is the same spooky underground cavern as one would expect Gemini Man to inhabit. Only now, the strange, undulating blood vessel-looking things in his stage look even creepier now that it's in monochrome. The stages will certainly be familiar to anyone who's played the NES originals, but as has been the case in all of these Game Boy versions so far, the little differences will sometimes leave even veteran players puzzled. While the graphics continue to improve in line with their NES counterparts, the music has finally gone back to the originals after Mega Man II's complete reinterpretations, leaving it the outlier of the group. Fortunately, these adaptations are more faithful than the often painful versions in Dr. Wily's Revenge, even if they can get shaky at times and occasionally get lost in the charging sound of your Mega Buster. Aside from that, yeah. If you like Mega Man, there's really not a reason not to pick this up on the Virtual Console, even if it is probably the least innovative of the 5 Game Boy Mega Man titles. At least you don't have weird melting clocks like in the last one, or the logistical issues of summoning a jackhammer.